Good day to all of you. I am Mr. Christopher. For our welcome for our PLC training. Once again, we are here for another lesson in control technology. So, the topic for today is the way on how to start a program using a PLC. We will be using a Mitsubishi PLC model FX3G. PLC programming is required in order to control our devices through the outputs such as motors, lightings, alarms, and execute another action to another PLC or devices. Before that, we need to know how to use the programming platform so it's easier for us to perform such tasks. One important thing for you to have is your wiring diagram. So you should be aware of the devices connected with each inputs and outputs so that you can easily assign the devices respectively on your programming scheme. Here is the simple diagram we need to follow. This is the diagram we need to follow. So in our circuit, this is a vertical diagram. As you can see, we have here the X0 as the switch button for start. Then X1 corresponds to PBS2 or the stop. Then the Y1 will come to our coil as the output. As you can see also, in parallel to X0 is the contact Y1. The contact Y1 will serve as our holding contact. Then, we will be using the Mitsubishi model PLC FX3G, or you can use another model FX2N in our programming scheme. In this activity, I will guide you on how to open a new program using the Mitsubishi PLC unit model FX3G. We will be using the program or the software GXWorks. So just click. Then this is already the platform of the Melsoft series GXWorks 2, which is intended for our FX3G model. To able to start, you just click Project, then choose New Program. Then a dialog box will come and you will see to appear the project type. In the project type, you will click Simple Project. Next is the PLC series. You will choose FX CPU, but there are various types here, but the model is intended for the FX CPU. Then PLC type. The PLC type is the model we will be using, which is the FX3G. Or if in case that you will be using the FX2N, this is already can be used. So I use FX3G. Then the language we will be using is ladder. It is the easiest way for us to use in this programming scheme. Then click OK. So this will appear. Just click. It is important that the model number is the same with the model selected in our programming. Otherwise, the program will not function once we download it into the PLC unit. When the program opens, you can start program based on your wiring diagram, which I presented you a while ago. I will put out here on the screen of the different functions you can use in your programming. You will learn more experience while doing the programming to realize the functions of each click on the application. Ladder diagram will be used in this activity. But there are other programming languages used by other models or brand like function block diagram, logic gates, and statement list. The appearance of this language may differ, but their functions are somewhat similar or related with each other. So you can be familiar with these functions when you use this frequently. Don't you worry. If this case, you have done any mistakes during the programming, afterwards the computer will indicate error in your program before you can download in your PLC. The program has its function in checking for errors using the program diagnostics. Let's start. You can see the functions on the topmost part of the platform. Each function has codes like F5, F6, F7, and so on. So let us proceed to the sample circuits. In order to make a normally open, so you will type X0, then click F5 for normally open contact. Normally open, then click OK. So it's there already. Then our next switch is normally closed. So we will type X1 and choose X normally closed switch. Then click OK. Then our output is Y1. Y1. Then Y1 corresponds to the output, so we will be using the coil. So click the coil. Then click OK. So it's already there. Now, we need a latching contact. The latching contact is Y1 also, similar to our output coil here. So, in Y1, we will be using this one, latching. So, this one is latching. So, we click this, then click OK. So, it will be in parallel with X0 as our start button. So, the program now is finished, as similar to our wiring diagram as I have shown you a while ago. So, we have here the X0 as a start, then X1 for the stop, Y1 for the output coil, and Y1 for the latching or the holding contact. Using the latching or holding contact, make sure that the assigned holding contact Y1 is similar to the output Y1 coil. This program is now ready to be downloaded to our PLC unit. The program functions might just be used repeatedly as along. The only difference is that the assigned numbers of the inputs or the outputs are different. Similar inputs can be used as long as it will operate at the same time, regardless if normally open or normally closed contact. But two similar outputs of the same assigned numbers will appear void or not valid. So you need to assign a new number. After this, it will teach you on how to check for any errors in the program and to simulate its operation in our next videos. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned from this lesson and see you next time on our next Say Hi online training. Bye-bye.